everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be fixing a fuel pump on a Dodge Ram pickup. So let's get to the video. Where's the fuel pump again? Wait, Dad, where is it?
It's in the gas tank.
Where's the gas tank?
It's up underneath there. You just went underneath it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Right there. Right above you is the gas tank.
I don't see it. I think you're just imagining stuff, Dad. I don't think there is a fuel pump, of course.
You don't think?
No! Fuel pumps are... Like, what is... Wait, where is the fuel pump? Like, seriously?
It's inside the fuel tank. It's
oh
on the top.
God. How am I supposed to get in there?
Well, we gotta lower the fuel tank down to get to it. I'm gonna put the truck up in the air and we're gonna bolt it. But I think
Oh, we found it!
Where?
It's inside of this tank.
Yeah.
It's just sitting there.
Okay.
In my cabin. There's gas in it.
Yeah.
I smelled it. Anyways.
You can do this in your driveway, but of course it's always easier to do it with a lift. If you get it up in the air, you want to make sure that you got some stands and stuff underneath it. You're gonna be dropping the fuel tank. If you look on the driver's side, you'll see these lines right here. You're gonna be pushing upward from this one right here. There's nothing you don't push on the top or anything. You just push it from the bottom and it releases it. It kind of egg shapes it and it releases it off from there. Then you want to take the band clamp off from the filler neck hose right there. Now I've done it to where I've let this one go in here, but I found that usually I get more dirt in the tank even after cleaning. So I'll take this side off and kind of push them over as I'm taking the tank down. Now I'm not going to fully take the tank completely down. I'm just going to lower it just enough to get the fuel pump in and out. It's got two straps on there. You can see one strap right there, and then the other strap is right there. Now with the lift, I always use a transmission jack like this on a table. Just makes it really easy to adjust. Also, the legs are adjustable for different tanks and everything. You'll see a bolt up on this side. Right there, there'll be a bolt or nut, and then right back there, there'll be one. You can see where the strap is attached to it still. Once you take those two off, then those straps will come down and loose. Just make sure you got the jack tied up on there. And then after that, you're pretty much ready to lower it. You just gotta watch the wiring up top and make sure you don't stretch it too much. I'll let it down just slightly, then I'll reach my hand in there to get the wiring, let go of the wiring, and then I'll let the tank on down. Now, whenever you take the strap out, I know it's kind of hard to see, but right up in there, there's a little notch, and you can push the strap straight up, and that strap will come out. You can do the same thing to the back side. Alright, the rearward strap, you can see right here, you just kind of push it up and slide it up and over the notch right there. Now this truck has a 26-gallon fuel tank. I'd already called the dealer just to ask them how much the fuel pump was through there, because here lately I've been finding the OEM parts are actually cheaper than the aftermarket parts. But the dealership told me that the fuel pump had been discontinued, I believe he said back in 2021. So we were forced to go to a local parts store to get it. Now once you get the two straps off, go ahead and slowly let your jack down and you'll see the tank start dropping down. And of course it is easier to do if the fuel tank is not full, but just be careful, it is still heavy. Once you get it down a little bit, you'll want to come back over here and make sure that those connections are coming off. You can see right there where it's sliding off, but you want to kind of assist on the pipe going back. Just grab a hold of it once you have the band clamp loose and everything, just slowly work back. This top one's, it is usually a little tough to get it off, but as you're going down, it'll slowly help pull it off. Now hopefully you have some type of blow gun or something with some air to blow all the dirt out from around where the pump is. It's always really dirty and nasty. You don't want any of that dirt falling down in the tank. So just keep cleaning it and get all that dirt out from around it. Then you can take the electrical plug off right there, and there's another squeeze line for the fuel feed right there. And then you'll be hitting this ring off. Whenever you hit the ring off, the fuel pump will come up and over. Now you don't have to drop the tank fully, but the further that you take the tank, the easier it is to do the job. Now sometimes these plugs come right off, sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just act like they're stuck on, but just depends on if you get a good grip on it. And be careful with the tank also, especially if it's full and you got it on a little wagon or a little dolly or anything with wheels on it. It'll start sliding on you and start sliding towards the direction of whatever the weight is on. So just be careful on that aspect of it. Now the actual fuel liner right here, it has a squeeze clip on it, but a lot of times they break. That's the reason why they have replacements at the parts store. This one broke as soon as I barely touched it, and so then after that I just had to mess with it with a screwdriver and the panel pliers to get it to release. After you get that off, you're going to need to take this ring off, and you're going to hit it. You can kind of see the notches right there, and you'll see around it that you basically just have to hit it. There's these little slots right here, and you'll just hit it with a screwdriver and a hammer. Now, I don't have hardly any room up here, and I'm going to need both my hands, so it's going to be hard to show you, but you basically just put the screwdriver right there and then tap it with a hammer to turn this ring in a counterclockwise direction. And then once you get that ring off, the fuel pump assembly will come out, and you'll be able to take it out and then put the new one right back in. And again, make sure that you clean the area as much as possible with an air gun or something. You know, you want as much dirt as possible. You're probably going to get some dirt in your hair and in your face, so make sure that you protect yourself, but get as much dirt as possible that you can off and around the ring and the fuel pump area.
Okay guys, before we go back to the video, make sure to like, subscribe. Let's get back to the video.
So again, whenever you're hitting this ring, you're going to just be hitting these notches. You're going to have to hit it with a hammer, and you just going to have to go around it and get to whichever ones that you can. Once you get it unlocked, it should pop right up, but make sure again to clean off the area so you don't have any dirt and debris falling under. But once that ring comes off, then this will pop right up. You can set this off to the side, and then you'll be able to get the fuel pump out right here. Just lift it straight out. If you didn't let the tank down far enough, then you have to let it out. But once you pull it up, you might have to lean it to the side or something in order to get the fuel level cinder out, but or the float out. But I'm gonna have to turn off the camera to do it, so I can have both hands. So I did struggle a little bit to get this fuel pump out. It didn't want to come straight up. I had to kind of turn it to the side because this side was hanging up on the tank, kind of like the plastic had expanded. It wouldn't just go straight up, so I had to lean the pump to the side and then kind of wedge right here. I just took a little screwdriver and pulled it, and then it popped on out, and then you can see the float right there. So the new one will probably go in a little bit easier. And just a reverse process whenever you're putting it back together. Make sure that you put your new O-ring up there. Sometimes these are kind of tough to go on. I usually put a little bit of lubricant on it just to try to get the ring to slide on it. But to get that ring back on there, sometimes you just gotta get it started, get it pushed down on there, because this is spring loaded, so you'll be pushing on the top as you're holding that ring on the top and twisting the ring at the same time. So basically, just take your O-ring off, the original one off, clean this, don't get these rocks and stuff down in there. You want to clean it out, and then once you clean it out, then put your new O-ring in there. I'm going to go ahead and clean this some more. Now it's best to get a vacuum cleaner down in here so that you don't knock anything in the tank. You want to make sure you don't knock any of this debris in the tank. You can see I've got it pretty clean right now where at least the seal's going. But yeah, you might want to get a vacuum cleaner and suck it up. This is fuel from the fuel pump whenever it came out. But once you get it clean, then go ahead and set your new O-ring right on top of it and get that ready to go in. Sometimes it can be kind of tough to keep the O-ring level, especially if they had it folded in the box, then it becomes pretty hard to get it to set still. and you'll have to push it inward and get it seated as you're pushing the pump down in there. This one's going to be a pain, I can tell already, because it's not wanting to sit down straight. You gotta get that float down in there first. Remember where your outlet was and where your little tab was, which was over here. Now, I'm gonna have to put the camera down again because I have to basically get this ring up here and close to it, ready to go on. And at the same time, I gotta push the seal on all the way around as I'm pushing down on the pump in order to get it seated. Not gonna be able to show you. There's not enough room for me to put my camera stand up in here. Make sure that you get your O-ring seated and in the groove all the way around. You don't want to have any air gaps. You don't want to damage the seal. If you damage the seal, you're going to have to go get another one. It'll cause vacuum problems. It'll cause fuel to come out, fumes to come out, debris to get in your tank. Make sure that that seal is flush all the way around. Double check, triple check it to make sure it's right. Whenever you put this ring back on, you're going to be turning it in a clockwise direction. And whenever you hit those grooves with your screwdriver, it's going to be flat against the tank pretty much, and you're going to have to hit it pretty hard to get it to turn. They are rather tight in order to get that ring on. I thought I had hit the record button with the camera, but with the tight spot, I guess I didn't hit it, so I don't have any footage of me putting the actual ring on, so I apologize about that. Just do your best to try and make sure that that seal is on correctly.
Hey, this is the overfill pump that came out of this Dodge. This is what it looks like. Thank you for watching today's video. We'll see you in the next video. And make sure to watch some of my dad's other videos. And we'll see you in the next one. Oh, wait. Make sure to like it, share it, tell your friends about the video, and see you in the next video. Bye!